Arthur, you or your mask.
What's up, guys? We're back.
Oh,
All
there
the
it
faces
is.
should be right. I'm Master Shredder. I'm the leader of the Foot Clan.
Melodramatic.
Yeah. So we're actually on. I've stopped calling it weeks because most of my shows don't meet weekly anymore. This is episode 33 of Skulls and Shackles with everybody here. Let's find out how everybody's doing. Craig, I think you had something you wanted to share with the class.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I just got something in the mail today.
Is that a GeForce GTX 980?
GTX 980
I can't read
ACX
that.
2.0?
Yeah, no one can read that. It's way too
Oh,
small.
it's ACX. Oh, yeah. ACX 2.0 and superclocked SC.
Excellent.
But Craig, I don't know what that means. Can you explain that to the average consumer?
Wow, nice job,
Does that
Dom.
mean you have two clocks in your office?
That means that video card is pre-tuned from the factory to run faster than the normal video cards do by, I don't even know, 20 or 30%. That just means that they test all of the components ahead of time to make sure they'll stand up to higher settings than what they normally get. So you get a faster video card, which... And the ACX 2.0 is a new system they did for cooling. It runs about 30% cooler than the the original cards, with the faster clock speeds. So very nice.
But he has a better. I just have two 760 Ti's now. God damn it, guys.
It's better than what I had. I was
They're
running on a
water-cooled.
660, man. So
Computer
this
I
is
had for 5 years ago.
yeah. Well, my video card is probably 4 years old. So yeah.
Other than getting a sweet video card and playing a bunch of Fallout, how have you been?
Fallout. Pretty good. Kind of a busy week at work. I decided to stop doing things the way I was doing them. I made me a spreadsheet to generate a lot of data that I normally have to do 100 times a day, and made my life and everybody else's life a lot easier. So that was a big win this week. But other than that, slow week, not much.
Excellent.
I built myself a whole new desk today. I don't know. The guys that are on every week probably noticed the background is a little different.
Oh yeah,
I'm
you're shifted.
sitting.
Super
I'm no longer sitting in the corner. I'm sitting square to the room because the curved desk was driving me insane. So that's about it.
All right, cool. Adam, how are you doing today? We've lost your camera again. We'll work on it during the break when we restart the call. So
Seriously?
no one has to fall into your soulless eyes
Again.
this week.
So you really can't see me?
Oh,
There
we
you
just
go.
got
Hey
you.
there.
Yeah, we just got you.
Oh wow.
Just
Okay.
happened. Literally happened.
That's odd.
Jokes about the jokes about your eyes being gateways to the void have continued. all week.
That picture was.
Every single stream.
I was practicing my Care Bear stare, so. No, this week's been great in the fact that I had like 3 days of like solid hardcore training, and in my field, you either know everything or you know nothing. That's the field of tax, and like 3 days of training, like the first day I was like, I'm the shit. Second day I'm like, maybe not so much. Third day I'm like, I know nothing. So it's always good to retrain on any guidance in your profession, because there's always these, little devil in details type things that are like creep up on you, and you're like, oh my god, didn't realize that is something I'm subjected to. So any technical fields, I always recommend continuing professional education, because just because you think you know it all doesn't mean you know it all. So retraining is good.
Anything other than your retraining exercise?
Not much. I mean, got another bun in the oven for the wifey there, so
Wow.
that's
Ew,
coming up.
congratulations.
Hell of a
Yeah,
dad.
thanks.
Congrats.
So that's the biggest news on the family front. But other than that, everything's really good.
Yeah, that's some pretty big news on the family front. About the biggest kind of news you can have.
Yeah, I mean, it was a planned event. It wasn't like, oops. It was like,
Surprise, SpaghettiOs.
yeah, it was like 2 thumbs up, Ninja Sperm go. But yeah.
All right, we're not done with that conversation. Excellent. Dom, how are you this week?
Got some overtime at work. Today I was a very productive day. Got my mom some groceries. She wasn't feeling well. My niece's t-shirts came in, so they got themselves Steven Universe t-shirts, so they're happy. I wanted to give them pops, but the pops for Steven Universe haven't came out yet, so I'm sad. Cleaned out my grandparents' roof, sweep, raked, cleaned off the patio, did their dishes, took out their trash, did my grocery shopping, and came back here.
Cool.
Yesterday, we put in our new application for the new apartments. If I get it, I'll be 10 minutes away from my grandparents' house, 5 minutes away from work, and 10 minutes on the highway from my mom's house. So it'll be the perfect location.
That sounds pretty efficient. Yes.
Yeah. So I could help everybody like in less than an hour if I need to. And I'm like always, I'm thirsty for the new episode of One Punch Man, even though I just watched this week's episode. And I'm like, I want next week. So good. Pay no attention to Arthur. He's full of salt.
Yeah. Sid Alpha, how are you doing this week?
Well, as always, I'm bloody exhausted. I was actually tallying it up because I said I was working long hours. I actually managed to pull in, not counting yet today or yesterday, 90 hours between Monday and Friday.
Oh,
Dang.
Because there was a huge storm that swept through the area. There's still hundreds of thousands of people still without power. And I spent my week helping 3 different counties get their emergency services back up and running, their networks back up and running.
nice.
So that was fun, and I managed to pull off some pretty amazing stuff like with that basically left their entire internal IT teams going, how did he do that? And so that made me feel pretty good. Other than that, not much going on. I swear though, guys, I'm going to be taking it easy this week, so I will look rested for next week, I promise. So
Are we meet next week?
Oh, wait.
We'll talk
next
about
week
it
is
afterwards.
perhaps.
I'm just saying, when we meet like 3 weeks back to back, it's like someone always has to do something. I know it's just a trend.
Well, the next time that it does happen, I promise I won't look quite like a zombie. But other
Your
than
hair
that,
looks great.
Yeah, thank you. Other than that, I've been doing some recordings, getting ready to put out Fallout 4 review, as well as some additional news and things that have been going on with Star Citizen. And also, I might be doing a video too on the new StarCraft 2 release that came out on the same day as Fallout.
Terrible writing. Amazing gameplay.
Terrible writing. Great gameplay.
Is that
terrible
a new flag and emblem behind you?
That's the same as last week.
Oh, okay.
And the week before that.
My bad.
And before that. Been there for about 5. It's okay. It's all right.
Arthur,
It's
when you
okay.
get
No,
your
nobody really. I know everybody concentrates on watching everyone else, but I am still here.
Well, you're our mobile artillery. Do. It's like we need to bomb these guys. Roger. Send in the Marcus.
On my mark.
He's definitely more useful than
Raise
Fallout
elevation
4
by
artillery.
17 degrees and fire for effect.
Spread.
I'm still
That's
mad
why-
about Fallout 4 artillery. It's hardly ever worth it.
To be honest,
Really?
there's quite a few things in that game that are making me feel a little salty.
No, we're done. We're not doing any game
Yeah,
reviews
you're right.
about Fallout 4.
Grab something.
Not only have we done far too much of that this week, there's also been some spoilers leaked on my channel, and I'm super salty about because I wasn't far enough along yet. I was mad.
Oh, I promise I can't spoil anything for you because you know that I'm nowhere near as far in the game as you are. So,
I would if you take a different path, you might end up going down a whole different storyline than me.
that's true.
Very true.
It's fun. It's a fun game, though. It really is. I'll say that much about it.
Yeah.
It's really great.
So let's talk about my favorite subject, me. I've had a great week. Yesterday was insanity. I did some Fallout streaming. Then I was on a charity event yesterday with Encounter Roleplay. where I played a half-orc witch hunter, and the GM was super orc racist in his world, and he was like, orcs are all dumb, chaotic evils, and I'm like, damn it, my people are a noble savage race who have long risen against the cultured, dishonorable people of the South. And it got super salty and super crazy. And then last night we did a first playthrough of a game called Microscope, where the chat was really hyper involved with it. A lot of the ideas we either took from chat or we stole blatantly from chat. So I think
but that
I might
probably
run.
just made them love it even more.
Yeah, I might run more Microscope where we have like 1 or 2 people on, and then we just get most of the ideas for how to play for chat. So it is a diceless, entirely role-playing game, based role-playing game. There's no cards, there's nothing. You just write stuff down and you talk about it. It was absolutely insane how awesome it turned out. You can check that out on YouTube. And then we had another episode of Action Movie World on Friday, which was equally amazing, and I got a little salty with the chat when chat said their favorite part of the episode was themselves. And I was like, look at all the work we do! Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? That happened. For the future of Action Movie World, it looks like we're going to be switching off, and each player is going to be running the game in the future, which means I get to play a bunch of games in a row, but each of them is going to be running it in their own way. What was the game I mentioned before Action Movie World? Microscope. Microscope RPG. A fractal role-playing game. Yes, Henley, I've pitched it to you before, and you told me that looks dumb, so I didn't invite you this time. All right.
Arthur, I have a quick question. Because you do so many new games or old
True.
games or famous games.
We're up to 17 systems.
Have you ever done a game to where you're like, this is how I think you should play a game? Whatever it's, RPG, action game, this is how I play a game to have fun. Some people play games to be like, I want to make the most optimized, godlike guy, roll through it, no problems. And some people are like, yeah. And the other people are like, you know what? I just want to be a character in whatever world. If I die and I suck, so be it. So have you done a video approach, basically, if it was titled like how to play a video game, and just
I've not done a video, but I've talked about it numerous times about how the system you play and the people you play it with vastly change what you're doing. It's not so much the setting or the characters, but who's playing and what they're playing are way more important than any of the other things.
What game is that?
Any game. Any game at all. The people you're playing it with and the system you choose make things vastly different.
Yeah.
True.
I made a number of comparisons, and rather than go back and recover this, now, Adam, I'll probably have to do a video about it. But I compared it to the way you can have an amazing storyline for a video game and all these cool mechanics, but if you can't code that shit and get people to play the game, then no one gives a fuck.
Yep.
You can have the greatest game in the world, and it could be called Dwarf Fortress, but only indie people are going to play it because it's on ASCII graphics. Super indie. Dwarf Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress is insane. That's the hardest thing I've ever played in my life.
Oh, hey, Cotton-tailed. Well, here's the official announcement. We're going to be playing the Warren 2 Saturdays from now. It's going to be 8 p.m. on Saturday the 5th.
Hey, Arthur, what's the Warren?
Oh, you want to ask about the Warren? The Warren is an Apocalypse World game where you play bunnies.
Oh, no
You play as
way.
rabbits.
Wait, what?
Yep, you are rabbits in a rabbit society desperately attempting to not be eaten. You are afraid of larger rabbits, and you can use your immense size to mess with smaller rabbits.
So this is basically Apocalypse World meets Secret of Nim in an odd twist?
Yes, yes indeed.
Or is it Apocalypse Now versus
No,
Watership
it has
Down?
nothing to do with Apocalypse Now.
I didn't know Secret of Nim was one of the few books when I was a kid that I actually gave a damn about.
That was amazing.
Yeah, because it was interesting. It was like, wow, I really enjoy reading this with my teacher. Like, there was other books I cared about, but that one was like, so good.
All right, all right. We can
Role
do a
playing
secret and
rabbits.
in
That
book
sounds
review later.
vaguely familiar.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Bunnies and burrows.
Let me
Yeah.
see. 1976. Yeah.
Heard about Bunnies and Barrel. Yeah, Mike, probably your number one like player that eats the most on stream.
Yes. All right. Let's talk about what happened last time.
Last time in Skulls and Shackles.
Yeah. What happened?
Who's going to do it?
I guess I have to step up.
I think. Who did it last week? I can.
I think you
Okay.
actually did last time, Craig.
Oh, okay. Well, jump on it then.
Okay. We went back to the Cyclops dude, the big guy, and we were like, sorry, we can't afford these negotiations. Pray that we don't change these negotiations again. He was like, well, this is dishonorable. And then I showed him a map of the world, and it was like, this is where you are, on this island, in the middle of nowhere. You're no longer on a part of a continent. I know, it's crazy, man. He's like, you know what? I somewhat believe what you're saying. And then Craig did a diplomacy set to make him helpful towards us, so we have to come back and talk to him later. Then we went to behind the fortress, and we met like a small tower. Well, I guess, belch. Small towers compared to the actual fortress, but it was like a side military tower that had Cyclops on there. And we was like, hey, Marcus, handle our lightweights. And he was like, okay. Boom, boom, boom. And it was like, oh my god, fireballs from above. And, they died a horrible death, and we picked up some of their gear, and we read in their journal, which basically like Rorschach Journal, Journal 1, after my exile from the main clan for being a douchebag. I feel bad about sending other people in exile because I thought it was like, ha ha. And it was like when they're actually after me, I actually have remorse and sadness about it. Then we started walking along, and then we came to another semi-bigger fort. Well, wait a minute. Before that, we ran into some they weren't pterodactyls. They were like the bigger version of pterodactyls. There we go. That word. And we're like looking at them, and they were looking at us, and we just kept walking, and they decided like, you know what? They're not messing with our babies, so we're not going to mess with them. And it's like, oh, that's not a bad idea. Then we went to the swamp area, and we was like, hey, there's a huge snake over there. And it was like, wait a minute, this snake is Colossus. Oh my god. And it's like, Marcus, handle our lightweight. And he was just like, boom, boom, boom. As the snake died, and then I cast grease on it, and then Adam made a joke about anacondas, and
really, that's the takeaway you want to bring back.
And then like Arthur was like, this is making me awkward, and it was like, why does it make you awkward, Arthur? It's just about anacondas. And it was like, and he's like, oh my god. And then like I cast Ant Hall on Scourge, and Scourge went like full muscles and started dragging across the island, and we took it to the Cyclops, and they was like, you really got this much meat for us? And it was like, yes, all the anacondas you could eat for 3 months. And then we got back to we saw a rowboat in K, and then we went to like a little area that was actually holding like little crab nets. That was kind of like a port, but kind of an island port area. It was kind of weird, but the dire sharks were eating the crabs, and we're like, you know what? We're going to just let nature take its course, because we don't feel like messing with dire sharks, because, it's not our problem that, crabs getting crab nets. So it's like, what else? And then we started walking towards M, and then we met some Druid guys, and Marcus had to comprehend language, but we couldn't really speak to him. And like one guy was like the grumpy tree, and then we had the happy tree. He's like, we should destroy everything and be grumpy. And he was like, you know what? Let's all get along. And then we like, oh yeah, that was nice to meet. And then we went down to O, and then we saw like P technically is a sunken treasure over there, but technically not, because we can't see it. So we just see coral reef. Then we went to N, and then it was like girl talk with like Adam's character and the fish lady thing with the teeth, and she was like,
it's a little offensive. Wasn't really girl. It was just bard talk, brother. This is bard talk.
Girl talk. Hey, did you watch the Traveling Pantser?
No.
See? If you would have watched it, I would have changed my opinion of it. But you know what? You don't know, Arthur, because you never watched the movie, man.
All right, we're caught up on that rambling catch up. thing. Someone else is doing it next week.
And also we cleared out the fortress, and the guy was like, "Oh my God, don't leave me!" It's like, if you really want to stop us, you could. But he was like, "No, no, no!" And we was like, just walking out, stop being melodramatic, and we walked away from him.
So to answer the question, how long is left on the Doomsday Clock? They are on day 18 of 90 before the island needs to be a fully functioning fortress capable of hosting a party, or else.
Question mark.
So, you wake up in the morning next to Seraphina's grotto, where she's still been awake the whole time. Marcus and Scourge pull themselves out of a semi-drunken stupor. Aces and Laris have been awake the entire night telling stories. What's the plan as the sun rises in the east and a gentle patter of rain comes down from the morning wash?
You see me stick my tongue out trying to get some in the rain.
So Laris's, like, eyes are a little droopy. She's tired, but happy. Seems like there's been a lot of stories exchanged. Looks a little fatigued, but doesn't mind it.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the plan here, guys?
Well, we can go talk to the Cyclops guy again to see if he'll let us shoot a thing. If that, we're kind of have a roadblock here, guys.
Is that literally everything on the island, or we've cleared everything that we
I think that's everything.
Yep.
we know about?
Everything that you know of on the island has been
Basically.
investigated.
Do we have any way, not that we've ever got, attacked by anything underneath the water, but do we have any way to scout the coastline underwater and make sure that there's no surprises there?
No mysterious underwater wrecks in Area P?
No, just
Also, we kind of need to check out the fish population.
we've been attacked from underwater like half a dozen times.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Especially since you saw there were a shit ton of dire sharks hanging out at Area L at the crab nets.
Yep. Yeah. So, some of that stuff we're gonna. I had forgotten about the dire sharks, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get rid of them. We can't have them hanging around here.
Well, we have a ship in Ballista, right?
Oh yes, your ship has many a ballista.
I guess we could try to ballista them. I've never tried to shoot stuff underwater, but I'm sure Arthur has rules for it. So
the Pathfinder rules of surface to water combat are absolutely terrible for the people on the enemy surface side.
Oh, are they really? They're that bad?
Yeah,
okay.
anything attempting to target beneath the surface basically doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You can just ball lightning the living crap out of them.
That's true.
Electricity underwater's gotta suck. I don't know anything about Pathfinder's rules for it.
There's no additional rules for, like, lightning bolt underwater deals extra damage and spreads in a huge area. It's magic. So.
Oh, it doesn't. They don't do that anymore?
It's just magic, so it'll continue to travel in a straight line.
Okay. Yeah.
If you were to, for instance, get a grounding rod and ground lightning into the water, that would have a very different effect.
Yeah, because it's...
But there's no rules for that.
Lightning.
So, I can have Sammy prepare some air breathing for us.
Air bubble.
Well,
Okay.
air breathing will last a lot longer.
The other thing that we need to do that's going to involve some time is we talked about trying to find some druids, a druid or some druids, and we've got to find some fishermen to work this fishing nightmare and haul fish to the Cyclops, because we can't do it every day.
We got things to do.
Yeah.
People hit to explode with awesomeness.
So, I don't know which is the higher priority, traveling somewhere to get start hiring people for the island. We need hired help.
Considering we basically just gave the Cyclops 3 months worth of meat, we should be good for a while to finish doing what we absolutely need to take care of first, and then worry about setting up the industry after.
A fisherman.
Well, I was just thinking it's going to take a while to get them started, and then send them here and get them situated and build places to live, and that stuff's going to take a lot of stand-up time. I was just thinking we could kind of get somebody recruiting for us is all I'm thinking.
Yeah, fair enough. To-do lists.
Yeah, we should start a to-do list, really. All right. Is there anything else on the island you guys can think of? Some of these big clumps of woods we haven't stuck our toes in yet. I'm sure there's no surprises there. Just because we have letters on our map doesn't mean that's everything.
True. You want to spend the day just checking out the woods
if you
here?
guys want to spend 24 hours going through all the woods, we can just click that forward if you want to.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, definitely something we don't want to overlook.
There are no surprises there. The woods are almost entirely free of super creatures.
Oh, okay.
There's no stegosauruses or petrodactyls or coconut tree ants. The woods
That's a shame.
They're basically full with small game and lots of oxygenated plants.
So we usually we're in the city, we're kind of like smogged out, but here it's like I can breathe.
Oh, I mean, it's only 5 miles in any direction to a coastline, so it definitely smells like sea salt everywhere.
But you can actually breathe a lot better than Port Perils probably could just with so many people.
Yeah.
People living on top of people.
Well, that's about all I can think of, y'all.
Should we try and make another run at the Cyclopses to try and get
Work
this
on attitude.
stuff squared away?
You know, I'm
Before
just
we do,
thinking we could. Do we have anybody that shapeshifts?
Could always kill them.
Natively breathes underwater.
No,
So we could actually just drive the ship around the coastline and tow somebody behind us.
Like I said, I can do air breathing for us.
Ah, yes, the Shalon effect.
Yeah, I mean, all we're looking for is a quick tour to make sure there's no surprises, right?
Would you say this tour lasts more or less than 3 hours?
Ah,
No, it took a little while for that one, but you'll get it eventually.
Oh man, wow.
A 3
Well, at least if we're shipwrecked, we're gonna, be on the right island.
Okay, let me see.
Wow, I had to dig for that one, Arthur.
Yeah.
well, my vote is we make another run at the Cyclops because that seems to be the main sticking point we have right now.
All right, let's do that then.
Okay, you head to the Cyclops encampment. There's the one Cyclops guard outside who sees you coming and is just like, "Ugh,
Oh
You are
God,
back.
these guys again.
again! Why have you returned to our enclave?"
Before we do this, I would like to hit Scourge with Tongue and Heroism.
Okay.
This time he can actually... he doesn't need a translator.
All right. Any other buffs we can do before we walk up that would help with diplomacy?
Looking to you, Bard.
I can do a second level spell. It's Bestow Insight. It'll give you either +3, I believe, or twice better on one roll. So you have to declare always static +3, or if you want to make a roll, you're like it ends.
You get +6.
You get better of the 2 rolls.
Oh,
so,
okay. So either you take +3 or you
Advantage,
take advantage
basically.
on the roll. All right, got
Exactly. Yeah.
Admiral, would you like to procure my headband for the purpose of these negotiations?
Oh, that's pretty badass. I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah. Okay.
That'll give you +2 charisma, +2 int, and +2 to bluff.
it. So as you take off your headband, what does it actually look like?
Oh, the headband?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to assume it's like seaweed, but that's just me.
I was thinking pirate headband.
I was thinking what do you call that there? Karate Kid. Like a red bandana with like a white circle and maybe like a dolphin in the middle of it?
Like a little thicker than you would imagine. It's like, you think of like a headband be like this thick, and it's like, shh.
See, and this is why I want to define it, because now all our imaginations are going in different directions.
Maybe something slightly oversized and somewhat ridiculous looking.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Is it one of those? I know you've seen pirates that do this. It's just their whole head is covered by a bandana.
Yeah, that's what I was
in
saying.
the back.
Do-rag.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah. Is it a do-rag?
Yeah.
Okay. Take
That's
your
how it looked in my
do-rag
head.
off,
Dude rag
hand
with
it
like a
to
little tail.
Scourge.
Wow.
So you lose the effects of the bonus spell slots you would have, Marcus, for the day, because it's going to take 24 hours of wearing that to get it back. So I hope you don't need a lot of fireballs today.
I think I'll be okay.
All right, let me pull up the random encounter table I haven't used before.
Do.
Right,
so I mean, the Cyclops is still waiting here for you guys.
We want to speak to the boss.
I didn't know you spoke our language. Previously, you have had the smaller, stupider one translate for you.
We have come magically prepared today, so that we can so that I can speak with your leader a little bit easier.
Interesting. Wait here, and he gets out his horn, and he's like, "Pa-pa, pa-pa, pa-pa." And after a few minutes, Shaiji comes out, just sees the five of you in the courtyard, and is just like,
Of course, when he's walking, it's like dumb.
Yeah, and then he does the same thing he always does, and pulls out his weapon, uses it as a crutch, and then plops down with an earthquake. Because he's a dread Cyclops, supersized Cyclops, and he's just like,
Dread Cyclops.
And he turns toward Aces and is just like, "Good day again. How are you?"
You see me point to the master.
I just wanted to, chat for a moment. We're trying to make arrangements now. We've scoped out the fishing situation, and we believe we can get some assistance and deliver the fish to you. But our ability to stay here is based on our ability to clear out that castle, and we don't seem to be able to get rid of the ghost.
Not our problem.
What would it take to get you to assist us?
We will not leave the Enclave. We already have a previously outstanding agreement with you. And we will not move ourselves from here. And we will not let you use our Lens of Revelation. The artifact is too powerful for the lesser races to get their hands on.
Okay. I will. Well, I did ask him, what can we do for. What can we do to meet in the middle here? I mean, how do we go about getting. Are there Cyclops somewhere else that could do this cast? Can we find a Cyclops cleric somewhere that we could bring? Do you know of any other enclaves that.
And I like to think that I am a wise man. So I will not say that I can never help you. However, I will say that currently I see, and he points to his forehead above his eye, I see no way to aid you currently.
Okay.
Unless you have something more to offer.
More to offer. Okay. What would be of interest to you that we could offer?
I would have to think on that for some time.
Okay. Well then.
Cyclops artifacts, lands, connections to other enclaves.
Okay. We will certainly consider helping you with that if you will consider assisting us with getting rid of this ghost.
I will assist you with getting rid of the ghost in any way that does not violate previous agreements or the sacred precepts of my people set down since before humanity crawled from beneath the rocks.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's pretty odd.
I just want to ask Craig, do you feel like a carpetbagger, like this much, that much, or that much?
A lot right now, I gotta say. All right. I guess I will try to close this out with a diplomacy check to see if we can improve his
Attitude?
Okay.
Are you
Attitude
so
some?
he's already at helpful, so you can't improve his attitude any further. You
Oh,
can
really?
request risky aid from him. That's the 35.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I
Um,
think we all auto aid him. I believe.
Does
I
everyone
believe
have
it.
enough diplomacy to get
Yeah.
a 9?
Let me see.
I do.
Where's my diplomacy at?
I think we had several
Yes,
auto
mine's a
aid.
9. Let me see. Can Sammy help? Let me
No.
see.
Mine is a +7.
No, she don't have enough.
You'll have to roll, Marcus, but all you need is a 3.
Okay.
Good enough.
Okay, so
you
what's
have a
my
plus
total?
6.
So,
And you got heroism going.
Craig, you can also, in addition to the +4 bonus I granted you with this spell, you can, and this includes the bonus, you can roll twice with advantage.
Okay.
But that ends the spell, right?
It ends a
But I mean,
spell,
I'll-
but you still get the
bonus
last
during
bonus.
it, right?
Correct.
So I'm getting 4 for insight,
Plus
2 for
morale.
heroism.
6 aid.
Huh?
6
4
aid.
for insight, 2 for heroism, that's 8. 1 for the headband, that's 9. And a 6/8 is plus 15.
Yes.
My base is 29.
Okay.
Right?
I
I said
was-
plus 15?
And you can roll twice on this.
What's that, Adam?
Before you
Oh.
roll, I want to know what the other 3 characters are doing to aid. Everything you've done so far, Scourge, is you setting up your own roll. But what is everybody
Sure.
else doing?
I say, because I don't speak Cyclops, I say in common, the Cyclops are a mighty and noble race. In common.
Ugh. You see me like
Start
going
to
through my
pose.
books. I'm like reading like up like there's probably limited lore in Cyclopses since everybody thinks they're fictionary, but I try to go over like the recent like the so-called Cyclops sightings in the Shackles, and I start pulling out notes. I'm like, okay, maybe a settlement might be here, maybe a settlement might be here. It's like I'm actually taking effort to try to find other Cyclops.
How does that relate to your diplomacy assist?
Well, I'm using
You're saying there might be Cyclopses in these different areas because there have been sightings of them?
yes.
Okay, all right.
Share. Oh, you're sharing that with them. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Marcus,
that's what I'm
what are
saying.
you doing?
Okay.
I would remind the Admiral, say, Admiral, you, as much as I would prefer to just kill them outright and be done with it, you do have to understand that these creatures have been around when our races barely knew how to create fire. They probably still see us as that at that level, and so probably treating them more as supplicant to master as opposed to equals would probably better
What
their
language are you
disposition.
saying this in?
Common.
Okay.
Yeah, because Scourge is good at that. Yeah.
So here's the thing. I don't know that anyone besides Dom would know this, but in the Pathfinder lore, humanity started out as slaves to the Aboleth race, and so they lived their entire lives underwater until they finally rose out of the seas and freed themselves.
Yeah, Atlantes.
Yep.
Wait,
So yeah,
how
they
was
couldn't
it?
even make fire. They were just living underwater.
But,
But
really
back
hard.
then we had
the basic
well,
point is there that they probably
Yeah.
still see us as a highly unevolved race as a
course.
whole.
Okay. All right.
But back
Yeah.
then we had +2 to all our stats.
In,
What happened?
in the background, you definitely see me shuffling and folding a harrowing deck and, making these statements.
You mean one of these?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I will take all that under consideration.
Make your double roll.
Did I add all that right? Did everybody follow? And I'm up. Did I miss anything?
29. That's what you came up
Okay.
with.
So plus 15, 45, and a 33. I'll take
Okay.
the 45.
Really? You don't think the 33 might be better?
No, that's not me.
What's that? 30.
So Shaiji is just like, you have been a good ally during these trying times for my people. If you promise not to use its power in any way other than to cleanse it, we will allow you to look at, under your own peril, our lens of revelation, and determine what you could do from there to purify it.
Okay.
Really kind of leaning
So he's just
closer
going to
to
hold it out and let us
Polaris and
look at it,
Ace.
is what he's saying?
No.
Do
So
we have any idea how to purify this?
he stands up and starts walking towards the back end of the compound where you haven't been before, and begins explaining, I have never been inside this chamber except to replace the artifact when it was stolen by the human Bikendi, the ghost that has attached himself to it. I have no idea how it works, but I do know that in order to enter this facility, you're going to have to blind yourself. Not simply close your eyes, but actually turn your sight away. We have drugs that can aid you in this, unless you'd prefer the sword.
Drugs would be good.
Drugs would be great.
I like
Drugs
the
are always
drugs.
good.
By the way, Arthur, that second one was a 48. I didn't add the 15 to it. So. I'm like, well, how did I roll a 19 and get less? Oh, yeah, I didn't add it.
I do not know what lies within the chamber, but I sensed a presence there. Again, I was blinded. There are said to be guardians within the chamber who will attack all non-cyclopses.
Okay.
You may be putting yourself in very extreme risk to do this, but it seems that this is a risk we must take.
Do we have to stay blinded when we're in the chamber, or only blinded when we enter?
I am uncertain. And I think that's the time where he points to runes above a gateway, and it says bloop bloop bloop.
Do we have high enough for cure blindness, guys?
Oh, okay. So in Cyclops it says, only by blinding yourself to the world around you can you see the way forward to the Eye of Serenity.
So, Arcana check. Does anybody want to check this and see if maybe something like magical darkness would work? I mean, do you have to actually be physically
I can blind you
blind?
if you accept it.
Okay.
It's
Is
got to
what
be.
Madame Lara says. She's like, I can blind your eyes if you need it to be.
Okay.
Shuffling the
What
deck.
would this entail?
Permanency.
It's just a spell, blindness.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
If you
when you
have
say
this-
that, Shaiji, probably for the first time you've ever seen him, he chuckles and says, there is no need for such extreme methods. Our drug will blind you, but for a few hours.
Okay.
Also, what's the name of blindness deafness? You can actually dismiss those. Actually has a D next to it.
Sounds like the drugs are better.
Okay. Can you cure blindness?
No, I
No.
can only cause it.
Or dismiss it.
I don't see the
Takes
D.
away from the mystique. You don't want
Because
to
I actually came
show
in
all your
just-
cards.
All right. Yeah, if we're going to be
If it
blinded
were a
going in,
magical blindness, would we not be able to dispel it?
That's why I said you can.
blindness, the spell, I think, is permanent.
Yeah, it's dismissible because it has the D next to it. Because I was trying to get somebody to remove it from me, and it's like, move it. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's permanent, dismiss. So it's permanent until you dismiss it.
Oh, D. Okay. Yeah, dismiss. So we could. Can anybody cast blindness? Do we have anybody high enough to? Cleric 3, Wizard 2, Witch 2.
I have 2 scrolls of it.
I can cast it.
Okay, so if it's castable, then we can dismiss it once we get inside, because I'd be a lot more comfortable than that. Adam, how many times can you cast it?
I think 5 times a day.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. All right, then we can use the 2 scrolls and then do 3 of those. Or how many of us are there? 5?
There's 5 of us.
Yeah, so use the 2 scrolls and 3 casts of blindness and then dispel it once we get inside. So we're not fighting these guardians blind, which would be, like a world of suck. That was not what I wanted.
The world of suck.
Gonna say I got away with words.
I guess not. Yeah, I love expressions.
Okay.
I got one of my favorite expressions from my best friend Wayne. Douchebaggery is a sin.
So
So you
we're
guys are not
accepting-
going to be taking their drugs to blind yourself.
which
I think we're-
I was in favor of, but
Well, but I mean, we're gonna wait hours for the drugs to wear off. Whereas if the blindness spell, we can just dispel it once we get in. If we get
Yes, but
attacked,
you can
we
only dispel one spell around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's
Okay,
going to be like
alright.
one from me and one from.
Can anybody else use the scrolls?
I will accept the drugs.
Okay, you're accepting the drugs. Understood.
How many of us can cast the scrolls? Can we have one other person? Can our heal bot?
I want to ask something, Arthur.
Yep.
Can a divine caster use an arcane scroll even if it's on the same spell list? I'm not sure.
No.
I know in Pathfinder
No.
Society, yes. Okay.
If you're taking the drug, are you going to make any attempt to resist the effects of it?
No.
Okay. You are now blinded for 1 hour. Roll a d4. That's your bonus to wisdom you get from smoking this incense.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Bum,
nice.
bum, 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 bum.
Okay. You are instantly and immediately blinded as you smell the Earth of all incense. As you go blind, you can't see anything around you except a doorway appears on the side of a building you've been standing next to, which I wanted to describe, but everyone wanted to talk about how blind they wanted to be. So the only thing you can see now is this doorway here. So you're just like, oh god, I'm blind, but there's the thing right there.
Oh,
Nice.
Friends,
that's
there's a doorway.
So to describe the room, the dome ceiling of this chamber is 80 feet tall overhead. In the center of the hall, a 30-foot high egg structure stands on the floor. Stone stairs climb to the side of the dome structure, ending in a stone wall chiseled to resemble an immense eye, circled with strange runes that glow with eldritch light. The stairs and the eye are mirrored on the opposite side of the dome. Tiny stars roll across the top of the structure, their light projecting strange constellation on the ceiling overhead. And above the eye, on either side, is written in Cyclopsian runes, only by blinding yourself to the world around you can you see the way forward to the Eye of Serenity.
Okay.
So I asked Loraris, you can actually see the door while you're blind.
Yes, it's right here. You can't see it?
Nope.
But can we see the door regularly or no?
No, all you see is the eye etching on the side of this smooth stone wall.
I cast blindness on myself with the scroll. Can I
Okay.
see it now?
Yes, and you are also blind to everything around you.
Oh,
You cast
fair
blindness on yourself first.
Ah, crap.
It's a touch spell, so all that needs to happen is you walk forward and run into his hand.
He can't
Okay,
read
fair.
the scroll.
Oh, that's a good point. That has boned him.
You see me like dope.
Oh, I was muted. It's like, yeah, you're reading a blindness scroll.
You see me like
Blind other people.
Marcus. You see me
After
stick
you
out
blinded
Marcus. Here you
yourself.
go, Marcus.
Here's your sign.
Thank you.
You see me, but you see me like point it the wrong way to Marcus. Like Marcus
It's like
behind me.
upside down.
I feel like I'm watching Inspector Gadget now.
Wow,
Kind of
that's
thing that happens all the time.
You see Sam just like roll her eyes like, I really work for this guy.
I'll like
Wow.
look at the eyeballs.
okay. Well, I guess in that case, Laris, you're gonna have to do the other three of us.
Well, I can blind you with a scroll.
Okay, you're
If you're
blinding
ready.
somebody.
If you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go on in. We'll go ahead and do it.
So I'll go ahead and use the scroll on him.
Okay, you're using it on Scourge.
Yeah.
All right.
See me like shout, "Don't throw that scroll away! I got my glitter dust on that one."
Got multiple stuff on it.
Just kind of
Well, it's
look
the
at him
best way to have it.
cockeyed and tuck it into my belt.
Damn it!
Okay. Now
like
what's
you
happening?
can't
Because
see.
Marcus and Sammy are still both not blind.
Let me see.
Yeah, that's an Arthas figurine, by the way. I got one too. This heroes. Arthas sucks, but the fucking
See,
Green
Sammy,
Blade is
just
amazing.
give me the drugs.
Well, the question is, though, the riddle states that you must be blind to the world around you to see the way forward, not necessarily to proceed forward.
Okay. So
Well,
How pissed
Sammy,
off would these? How pissed off would these Cyclops be if we weren't all blind?
is Sammy taking the drugs? I think I heard that was happening.
Yeah, she kind of has
Okay.
to because I goofed that.
Are you making any attempt to resist the drug?
No, she's just like.
Okay, she breathes in the fumes of the Earthfall incense. She's blinded and gains 1d4 alchemical bonus to wisdom.
Sure, why not? 3.
Yep. Good call. All right. So, Marcus, you're standing around equivocating about blinding yourself. How angry. So, when you say that, you're speaking in common. So, I guess Shaiji just stands there and does nothing. He's just like,
We're rude that way.
He doesn't understand that you're trying to get out of being blind.
I guess I would ask Aces to translate for me. Is it necessary for the entire party to be blind?
I asked the Cyclops.
Yeah.
Oh, humble Cyclops. He said, yeah.
He's just like, yes, I believe so. Again, I am not a priest of our old ways. But every time we have entered the chamber, we have done so blind, as instructed by the Arch.
Would it cause offense to you if I attempted to enter without being blinded?
Would this one cause offense?
Yeah, he just stands there with his arms folded for a while and then says, I would not be offended, but in turn, you should not be offended if the way rejects you.
I say that. Say that to Marcus in English.
Okay. Because the riddle is to see the way forward.
Yeah. Well, you can always just close your eyes and see if we can lead you in by the hand too. So.
Yeah, buddy system to
Yeah.
get
Buddy
through
system.
the entryway.
So that's what's happening. Everybody is going to go through, and then Marcus is going to get through with his eyes closed.
We'll try that.
I will
If
wait
it doesn't
and
work,
make
then
sure. Yeah.
If it doesn't work, then I'll accept the potion.
Okay.
Or the drugs.
Okay.
Drugs.
So who is going through first?
Actually, it's probably better if I go through first since they were talking about us getting attacked. Somebody else can stay behind and make sure that Marcus is able to get through. So I'll go through first.
Okay. I mean, is it that we're splitting the party up and someone is going through first, or is everybody going through at the same time, like side by side? So you're just going in first alone, Scourge?
No, I want us all to go through, but
like a line, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You like walking in order.
So who's going through last behind Marcus then?
Well, I want to go. Well, there goes the first volunteer out.
No,
the
I'm putting everybody's tokens inside.
Oh, okay.
You guys can put yourselves wherever, as long as it's adjacent to the doorway. Okay, so who's behind Marcus? I don't know that we ever answered that question.
Oh yeah, somebody needs to make sure he can get through.
I'll be behind him.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Then I need everyone to roll for initiative. Marcus, you literally run into a stone wall.
Drink the drugs. Drink the drugs. Drink the drugs.
Okay, I'll take the drugs.
You're gonna snort. I mean, You can do that as your action on your turn. You're gonna have to light and then smoke some incense, but it's happening.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you let me do my initiative versus 2 million's initiatives. Dude, natural one, baby.
So Sammy, Maelstrom, and Scourge are all still blind, so they can't see anything, but shit is happening around them for real. So let's see here. I need Maelstrom, Sammy, and Scourge to all make will saves on their turn.
Okay. You want me to do it now?
We're
or-
missing some people in the initiative order. I don't know who we're missing here.
I rolled it. I don't know why. Oh,
You didn't click, probably.
I got it.
I was on my token, but it doesn't have the tracker thing in the macro. God,
All right.
what the heck?
We're there. We're there.
This is ridiculous. Why do I have so much trouble all the time doing this simple task? You almost think I was a program or something. Not that I make my living doing that or anything.
Okay. All right. Did everyone make a will save? Scourge, Maelstrom, and Sammy?
You said
I
my
thought you
turn.
said on our turn.
No, you need to make that now as soon as you
Oh,
turn.
okay. You said
Okay,
on
cool.
turn. Sorry.
My bad.
Apologies.
Yeah, you need to make it now.
I will do that
Okay,
now.
let's see. My save, and let me see for her save.
Ugh, wow. It's going to be that night, huh? Okay.
Okay, so what's the
It's-
save total for you, Aces? Because I can't read your abominable.
I'm sorry, it's a lot of stuff for being a rogue wizard. It's like, let me
Yep.
see. At this 11, 19 for me, plus 1 if it's a, no, that's reflex if it's a trap.
All right, so it's just Scourge. Scourge, you're affected by a slow, so you're already half speed for being blinded is cut down again. I think, right? Slow has some pretty nasty side effects.
I would have to look. I will look it up.
Nope,
Press-
I got it. I'm blowing it up already.
Okay.
Okay. You're staggered. You can only take a single move action or a standard action. You have a -1 on attack rolls, AC, and reflex. Yep. You move at half your normal speed, but your half speed is already halved, so nothing happens. You just move at half speed while blind.
Okay.
All right. And at the top end of the round, let's see here. I think this activates as soon as only living creatures. Okay. So all 3 of you are living. And at the start of the turn, Maelstrom is the target.
Fun on the button.
Maelstrom, what is the save on this? Is there a save? There's none. There's no save. Can
Second
you
tier.
roll a d4 real quick?
I don't. I wonder what stat.
Okay, you
4.
take 4 negative levels. If you can look up how badly that's going to affect you.
Wow.
As you step inside, Scourge, you're just like slowing down. You're like, oh, moving slow. Maelstrom, you step inside and you're just like, go, my soul!
My soul.
All right, Marcus, you have run into a wall with your eyes closed.
Adjustments.
I light up and start smoking.
Okay. All right. Roll 1d4. That's how much wisdom bonus you get. And you are now blind. And that is a full round action. Yep. You have +2 wisdom from your smoking of Earth of All essence. You're blind, and you can see that there's a gateway right in front of you, just an archway. All right, Scourge, what do you want to do?
Do I have any sense that there's anything anywhere near me?
You can make a perception check. I think you have a -20 for having your eyes closed.
Okay. Let's see.
There's.
Here we go. Negative levels. Here we go. That's what I like about Hero Lab.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have no. Yep, You have a -1 perception.
Actually, I have a 1 because I forgot the heroism.
Okay, that's
But-
not. You're about 28 away.
Just saying, I want it right.
Yeah, you're like extending your dwarven senses all around you. You definitely don't see anything, but you don't hear anything around you, except maybe Maelstrom being like, "Oh!"
My soul.
My soul is eking out my ears.
What do you want to do?
I will ready versus something being close enough for me to smackatize it.
Okay. How will you know that something is close enough to smack?
If
Smacks
it
you
hits me,
first.
touches me, brushes me, comes close enough for me to detect it,
Okay,
feel a wind,
alright,
something, I'm just
understood.
going to smack it.
Maelstrom.
I
I warned
try.
the party, sing out if you get close to me, because I will hit you.
Sammy says, like, I'm walking by, Captain. Admiral. And she, like, releases the blindness, deafness.
Who are you
Dismiss.
releasing it from?
Oh, wait a minute. She doesn't have to release it. I have to release it on myself. She's permanently blind. Okay, let me see. I
Until
released
Marcus releases it, yeah.
I have to release. No, Marcus took the medication. She took the medication.
Right, but he cast blindness deafness on everybody else. Oh, she took yeah, you're right. She did smoke the essence. All right, yep.
Mistral removes the take a standard action to dismiss the blindness, deafness.
All right. So, in the room with you, there are 2 mummified cyclopses. There's also a enormous, far larger than any one of you could essentially carry, crystal made of orange. You can see that there are faces within it, looking outwardly, screaming at you, moving along the edge of it. Probably as you release the blindness deafness, you see a black tendril like receding from your body, going back into this device, this crystal.
Does the crystal look like what we were looking for?
It is the only artifact-looking object in the room. Otherwise, the floor is completely smooth.
You see me like look towards the 2 mummies, and I'm like, YOLO!
Okay. What are you doing with your move action? And can you remove your blindness ticker from yourself?
Let me see. Can I do a knowledge check on these guys?
Yep, knowledge religion.
At -4. Wah, 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 wah. So that's an 8.
Yeah, they're mummies. They can probably be hurt with stuff.
I said there's some mummies in the room.
Stuff that would hurt him?
I gave directions on Scourge. I was like, this one's this click this way, this one this click that way.
All right, Laris, you have not heard anything from the rest of your party members. All you know is that Marcus ran into a wall, and then you just heard some.
Well,
Yeah, that's better than I thought
There's
it
a
was.
long pause between.
There is, but I didn't want to do it on cams.
are we underground before I was blinded?
Yes.
Damn.
That's
Okay.
good.
You smoking that Earth of All essence right now?
Oh, I think I already did.
No, I meant Rich is actually smoking on stream.
Oh, gotcha. I
To
thought you
show-
were talking to me.
he's cosplaying as Marcus right now.
Yeah.
You say it's gotta be good for something, right?
So what are you doing, Laris?
Well, my initial reaction was to cast Mirror Image
Okay.
and say, Marcus, are you still there? Be like, Marcus?
Yep,
Marcus?
I'm good.
Okay. Can you go through the portal?
In a second. It blocked me.
Alright, so I interpret that as yes. I will roll my d4 plus 3.
Now I have a question. Why is your automatic reaction to him being bounced out, cast mirror image? Remember that you have no contact with the rest of your party.
Because it's my basic defensive strategy.
Okay.
I'm going into a dangerous portion. The Cyclops warned that our lives would be in danger.
All right.
He did say that there were guardians in there.
Okay, you've cast your spell. There are a number of blinded copies of you running around blind as well.
Yeah. Not going to help much. Is there anything I could do to walk through the portal?
Yeah, you can just walk forward.
All right.
Even
I'll
while
do
you're
that.
blinded, you can. The only thing you can see is like the shining archway.
All right. I will do that.
Can you make a will save as you step through the portal?
Ooh, sure. What is my will save? +9. I need to add another +1 to that, so +10.
I'm out of water. Sad face.
There's no other spells active besides my flag bearer.
Okay. Move where you'd like to, and your turn will end wherever you end at. You are slowed as well.
Cool. All right. Boy, everything is bouncing around my screen.
All right, Scourge, your turn immediately activates as you're hit by something, which we see to be the giant Cyclops outside your reach just begins beating you.
Yeah, so I can't do anything.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I will swing at the square. I mean, nothing happens.
Yep.
I say,
What is
Captain,
your...
step forward.
Okay, yeah, I mean, if Maelstrom's telling you, like, don't do it, step, that's fine.
I can't make a 5-foot step, can I?
No, you can't because you moved during your turn. But if you'd like to, with his warning, you cannot do your ready and just wait for your turn to roll around. Is that what you'd rather do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. What is your AC while you're blinded? So basically flat-footed with a -2.
Flat-footed. Does not look like that's been calculated. Let me see if this thing can put it in there yet. Apologies, I didn't think to look.
All right. And then Maelstrom, the other one is going to just charge forward. Yep.
It is about 18 or 20, so I'm double checking which.
Oh yeah, you're definitely going to get the shit beaten out
Okay.
of you. Maelstrom,
Right.
the other undead mummy steps forward, claps his hands in front of him, makes a motion like this, and begins spitting out like a black cloud towards you. I need you to make a fortitude save versus blindness.
Fair enough. Back to the lab again. Oh, yeah.
What'd you
That's
get?
a 27.
Okay, you are not blinded. Alright, and Scourge needs you to make 2 fort saves versus disease. Alright, Scourge, you take 51 points of damage.
Ouch.
And you are not affected by either of the diseases. So this creature just reaches out and just bash, 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 and then headbutts you in the process with this enormous face. And you can see it's leaving behind, like, seawater is dripping out of its claws and getting in your wounds, but you're just too hard for that seawater to get in there. You're dwarf life. Okay, so there are now 4 living targets inside the lens of revelation, and Scourge in left to right, up to down. You are the new target. So I need you to roll a d4, and that's how many negative levels you're about to take.
Wow. Oh,
Yep, you take 4.
Ugh.
You're gonna lose a shit ton of hit points and a lot of stats.
this is probably going to be bad because
Don't forget to rage like you always do.
It's better than feeding
Oh,
the
would
team.
like to rage.
yeah, I think I will rage.
I
You can
tell
rage on your
5 foot-
turn, which is next.
I tell you the 5.
I may not survive to my turn.
All right, Marcus, you're up.
What the heck? My hit points didn't go down.
I
There it
guess
goes.
I step through,
Okay.
and I still don't know anything's going on, do I?
No, you don't. I need you to make a will save as you step through.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, oh, we got that +2 wisdom though. So
Yeah,
let's
if I could get the license for the Attack on Titan theme, I'd be playing that right now.
Wow.
Because you're getting attacked
Yeah.
by Titans.
I have 20 hit points.
Okay, Marcus, you can move to wherever you'd like to. You're also slowed, and so you don't get another action this turn. You can only make 1 move or 1 standard action.
Okay.
Fire for
But I'm
effect.
actually in here now, where
Yes.
my
Yep.
icon is currently.
I haven't seen you move your icon yet.
I haven't moved it.
Okay, you could. Yeah, you can move it to wherever you'd like to within the chamber. You
Can he
just have-
shoot from there, or does he have to come through?
I don't even know if there's anything going on.
Yeah, you have to come through first.
Okay. I'm saying he
Yeah,
can't
now
see
that
anything.
now that you're inside, now that you take 1 step inside, you're slowed, but you still finish out your movement.
Okay, I do a Marco Polo thing for Scourge.
Hey guys, is anyone there?
And does anyone respond?
I
Yeah,
say-
I'll ping.
Captain's to the
I'll
left.
respond.
I mean, as you come in, there's like all this noise rushing around you of like blah, and then someone's like doo-dum, 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 and Scourge is probably like, no, you're not blind.
Okay.
There's a
can I
lot of
cast
noise.
Dispel magic for blindness on Scourge.
Again, you can't take another
it-
action because you're slowed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
so I'm basically just
who
sitting.
cast it on me?
I did.
Oh, you
Alright,
can
so
It
just
was from a
dismiss it.
scroll.
He-
Okay.
No,
again,
he has to
he-
take a standard action.
You can't dismiss it because he's slowed. You
Well,
only
no, I
take
mean,
one.
you can do it next turn, but
Yes,
I mean, you
next
don't
turn
have
you
to
can.
do the dispel. You can just dismiss it.
All right, Scourge, you're up.
I will. Oh, yeah, okay.
I told the captain,
Still
hold
blind.
your actions till after mine.
All right, I'll delay.
Okay, go ahead, Maelstrom.
So he'd be like 5 foot shift right here and pulls a spell out of my. I'm out of range of the other one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I pull a spell out of my arcane bond and cast haste in the party to balance out the.
Okay, you counter the
slow.
slow on anybody that has it, and you give yourself and Sammy haste.
All right.
Yes, and I say, Sammy, Channel, Laris, take care of the captain. He's hurt. And Sam released the channel, trying to get some aggro off of them. The DC is only 15, but
Yes.
channel to harm undead.
Okay, they have bonus channel resistance.
Oh.
In order to do this, they have to roll a 1, so they both make it.
Yeah, but but usually when undeads get upset, they're like, someone's channeling against me. I'm going to try to kill that person.
That's a good
Usually.
thought, except, well, you'll see. Scourge, go ahead.
All right. Still can't see,
But you're no longer slowed.
but I'm no more slowed, so I will 5 foot to there and full attack that guy
Understood.
with
Yeah,
blindness.
50%
So
miss chance on all these
Yep.
attacks.
it's normal, so I only have rage power attack. I have 3 attacks, so I will just roll 3 D100.
You may want to wait till me.
Everyone keeps saying that. Like,
Do I need to delay again? You're right after me. All right, I'll just delay then.
all right, Laris.
All right, I'm gonna do my percussion sound-based inspire courage.
Okay.
And I will do a sound burst if I'm told where the nearest for threat
Nope.
is.
No.
Nope.
You got to be able to see to cast effect spells.
Well, it's an area effect, isn't it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
still have to be able to see to target it.
Okay.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
okay. I can't do anything else. I will. I will cast Inspire Courage, and then I will defensively. Well, I can't even see anyone near me. So I ask, where do I go? Am I safe?
There's a monster 2 clicks away from you.
All right,
All
Ty.
right. I will randomly try to stab this fool.
All right.
I
you
said,
have
take a
50%.
step forward.
I
You have
got
a
a
reach weapon,
Unless
right?
reach weapon. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
I
I'm gonna
think I got a
engage him on
plus 10,
references.
but
Make the roll. Yeah. Okay. You'll hit.
I'm at a.
Make a 50% miss chance.
All right, so.
You're gonna roll 37 on that die.
All right, so high is good.
All right. Fine. You hit. Roll your damage. Doesn't look like a 37 at all.
Plus 2, plus 1, so 3, 5. Yep. And he will take dex damage and slowed if he fails a fort save.
Yeah. He can't be slowed. Undead aren't subjected to fort saves.
Yep.
All right. Takes
Yeah, I
9
think Adam's
damage.
left ability.
You also can't take ability damage. Alright, Scourge. You now have all of your stuff, plus you have Bard's Song. It's finally your turn.
So the Bard Song is +1.
I think it's +3. He's a full
Plus
level
3?
Bard.
Yeah.
What's your
Okay.
Bard Song bonus, Adam?
Yeah, it's plus 3 altogether.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You know Jive Turkey Bard. Which reminds me, I still don't know what that word means.
14. I'm currently plus
What, Jive
9.
Turkey?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. This is gonna suck.
I thought Jive Turkey referred to people who could be like extras in the movie The Warriors. I was wrong. But it's been almost a week and a half and I still don't know what it
It
means.
means a stupid person.
Okay.
18 to hit,
That will miss.
and
That makes sense.
well, I got to do
Jive,
mischance
they're not
anyway.
stupid
So
like
Ah.
that.
One who speaks as though they know what they're talking about, though they do not.
Wow,
Hey, bullshit.
I'm a Jive Turkey.
all right, I made the mischance on both. So
Yep.
second attack is come on, I hate this.
You and your battle with your macros.
It's not in the cards for me tonight, man. 27 to hit.
Yes.
I don't think it's possible for me to roll 5 damage.
Okay. What is the magic rating on your weapon? It's just a +1?
It is +1.
Alright, it takes 0 damage.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Damage reduction.
And you have a third attack, right? So that's
Yeah,
dude,
and the
I mean,
shield is.
Yep.
Shield's plus. Oh, I truly, truly hate whatever they've changed in Roll20 that. Oh, I changed my damage on it. So my damage is currently plus 14 instead of plus 3, so that would have been 11 more damage, so 16.
Okay. So you deal 11 points of damage.
And this is the shield,
Okay.
so it is a d6. It's going to say Dwarven War Axe, but it's just going to be the shield.
Okay.
And the shield is plus 3. Woohoo! I can't even damage him. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use it as the shield bash.
Okay.
So.
Hmm.
$33 on a shield bash.
All right, you push him back 5 feet.
And as part of my rage, I get a free knockdown. I'm going to knock him down.
What's that from?
It's
Barbarian thing.
It's under Barbarian Rage. Powers, knock back. Once per turn, you can make a bull rush. Knock down. Once per rage, you make a trip attack against one target.
So you do need to trip attack him then.
Let's
see, once per round, you can make a bull rush. If successful, it takes damage equal to the strength modifier and is moved back to its normal.
Okay, let's just go with the knockback, and he takes 7 damage.
Okay, all right. Yeah. All right, 7 more damage, which reduces 2.
Okay. All right, that's it. Well, that was painful.
Okay.
Now I gotta fix all this crap.
So.
And I did my math wrong. I need to add 2 more damage to what I rolled.
Okay. Alright, so he's going to 5-foot step back in.
That's 14.
And then Maelstrom, I need you to make a fort save as the first mummy again reaches out and does the clapping circle in front of himself and then breathes out a wave of like black smoke towards you.
Okay. Okay, made it.
Alright, and then you need you to do it again as the other one does that as well.
Only a 16 this time.
Alright, you are now blinded. Permanently.
Yeah, I tried.
They've got you right where they want you. Alright, so there are now 5 living targets inside the building. Left to right, top to bottom is Sammy. I need Sammy to roll d4 for the number of negative levels she suffers. 2 negative levels.
Okay.
Alright, Marcus. You are no longer slowed and take full actions.
Okay, so
fire, more fire, lots of fire.
Dismissing a fire, dismissing a spell, does that count as a full action, or can
no,
I
that's
just
a
like
standard?
Nah.
It's a standard, but you can only take. Oh no, your slow is gone.
Yeah. So, Master Scourge, you're no longer blind.
Okay.
I dismiss it.
We are never going to survive these negative levels. This is nuts.
And now this stuff that we took, would this be a magical blindness or
Nope,
herbal?
it's an alchemical blindness.
Okay, do I have any idea where all these creatures are or what's going on?
No, because you haven't taken damage from any of them. Probably someone can direct you towards them. What are you thinking?
Well, I don't think it would be safe enough for me to attempt area effect spells.
You can't cast any effect level spell because you can't see. Anything that involves targeting a creature or an area is impossible to do while you're blind.
What about like burning hands?
Possible, yes.
Because it just centers on you.
Yep.
Okay. Not that that's going to help right now, but...
So I can't target anything, or...
That's correct.
Yeah, anything that says target, absolutely not possible.
The only thing you can see currently is the gateway you walked in and the gateway on the other side of the area.
There's really not much I can do, then.
It's a tough predicament. It's not your typical scenario where you're like
into a holding pattern when you figure it out.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, all you have left is a move action, right? So, I mean, if you're not moving.
Oh, so that did take a standard action for me
Yep.
to do that.
Yeah, it takes a standard to dismiss something. You just want to.
Okay, then yeah, I'll keep my spot.
All right, Maelstrom.
I'm saying screw it. I'm going for the artifact.
Okay. Remember
Where
that
was
you're
it?
blind, so you move toward it at half speed.
Remember, I'm hasted, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Well, I can see, so I can
So
talk
where
you
is
through
the
it.
artifact located?
I'll tell him.
It's the gem in the center of the room.
Okay.
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 I'll tell him how to get there.
Oh yeah, you're not blinded anymore, right?
No.
I need you, Maelstrom, to make a will save as you touch the gem.
Okay. That's 20.
Well, that was a good time to
Natural
get a natural
20.
20. Otherwise, that could have
Sweet.
been really bad.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Okay, yeah, you're
Grab the
now
gem.
holding.
This is the
This
natural
gem
20
is.
team, y'all.
If you're carrying this gem, it weighs like 150 pounds, so it's probably literally the only thing you can do with your turn.
It's fine. I got Ant Hall, so it's like, ugh,
But did you
why is the
cast
stake
it on
so
yourself
heavy?
before you went into this room?
Oh, just something I do at the beginning of the day, or I can't carry any of my crap.
Interesting. Okay, well then you're carrying this thing.
I have to have it.
It's super large and bulky, but apparently you have enough strength to lift it.
Apparently, strength is a dump stat.
I have a 10 strength, and I have to carry bags of holding to carry everybody's crap, so it's like, I'm so weak.
All right, Laris.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
What's
channel.
happening? I can't see anything.
I'll tell him where they're at.
Sammy.
Can you can't cure blindness, can you?
Oh, yeah, Sammy. Okay, half damage. I'm done. I forgot to do my channel.
If he tells me where they're at, it kind of depends on the descriptor. But I will move back towards Sammy.
Okay, if you're moving, you're going to provoke an AOO.
I will. I'm just going to combat cast
Okay. What are you casting?
Fear, and I'm going to cast in this direction.
I'm pretty sure fear is targeted.
It's a cone.
Okay. If you're sure.
Yeah, I mean, if they're telling me kind of where they're at, I'm just going to be like, ah!
I
Yeah,
shout.
go ahead.
I shout. You know they're undead, right?
You don't know that he's casting fear.
Yeah.
Can't see
I
him.
can hear him casting spell.
Sure, you can make a spellcraft check while he's casting it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we should have described our enemies to everybody since nobody has any idea what the heck's going on. We're terrible at this, y'all.
7 + 5.
Okay, what's my spellcraft? Plus 15.
It may not matter if I fail my concentration check.
Come on.
Roll. I botched it.
That's a 20!
Okay, you want to tell him that you're facing undead that are completely
We're facing
immune
undead.
Oh. Well,
Good role playing.
that sucks, but you know what? I know a song or two that may be able to affect them.
All right, anything else, Laris?
Did Maelstrom say that he grabbed the gem?
Nope.
He did not tell anybody, no.
I said YOLO. I'm going for it.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything
All
to
right,
me.
Cat.
People
Thank you
don't
for
even
turning
know
off.
that there is a gem in here. They were all blind when they came in.
Yeah. I will
I
maintain
know
my
we're supposed to
Inspire
kill
Courage.
Jim.
And that's all I can do.
Yeah, let's be clear here. Most of you have no idea what you're facing or what's inside the room because you aren't talking to each other.
Yep.
All right, Scourge, you're up. You're the only person not blind right now.
All right.
How about some
Yeah,
instructions from the leader?
Yeah, I'll tell everybody. We have 2 large undead mummy-looking cyclops in here, and the gem is draining our life away. So, can I grab Maelstrom on my way by and drag him out? Is that possible?
Yes. How much can you carry?
A ton. I mean, literally, I can carry like 800 or 900 pounds.
All
I
right,
don't remember
yes.
exactly. A mountain I'm raging too. So
Unless
the
you
question is,
are trying to avoid an AOO.
Can it? Yeah, exactly. Can it hit me for more than 50? I delayed till after Laris. Did the healer do anything this turn, Sammy?
She channeled
She
to harm
channeled.
undead.
Oh, she channeled for harm. Oh God. Okay.
Desperately attempting to get their attention.
Let me look at that
Ignoring it.
51
Her
roll. and
count
see how-
towards her goal to heal stuff is like going super negatives right now. It's like
Do we have what we need? Is it time to run?
Yeah, it is time to run, but I can't move without provoking. We need to get Maelstrom out of here.
Right. So I need to know what your action is, Scourge.
Keep Scourge alive for at least 15 seconds, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Scourge, be specific, because we're blind, literally.
I have a plan.
I need to know.
Everyone
what the
get to
action
me.
is here.
All right,
Everyone
I will.
get to
Arthur's
me.
riding her balls about it.
All right, okay. Maelstrom is by the gym. He's 15 feet in front of Laris.
Yes. I need to know what your action is. You've
I
done
am
a
going
lot
to-
of talking for 6 seconds.
That's exactly it. I'm going to tell everybody what's going on, and then I'm
Yep.
going to withdraw to there.
Okay. Your withdrawal is still going to provoke an AOO.
Yeah, but only once instead of twice.
I will accept that.
I could have full attacked and I can't 5 foot. I'm not slowed anymore. Never mind.
But you're
I can.
and you're not
Well, no, I
blind.
talk
That's
too
true.
much. I talk too
Yep.
much. I'm just gonna withdraw.
No, you can 5 foot out if you want to. That's perfectly.
It's right.
You're
I was
not
right
blind
next to
and
him.
you're not slowed. You're the only person that can do this.
Yeah.
You know, you can full attack and 5 foot after.
Well, I talk for like 5 minutes though, so I'm not gonna just flat out cheat. All right. So I've described the room to everybody where we're at, and I'm standing. I'll reach out and touch Laris on the shoulder when I get back that far, and I will fight defensively.
Excellent. All right.
Nope,
Scourge.
can't do it. I'm raging. Never mind.
The other mummy cyclops across the way turns and breathes towards you. This black cloud of smoke.
Oh.
I need you to make a fortitude save versus blindness.
Oh, okay.
They want to get rid of us.
It's not about getting rid of you, man.
It's about blinding us from the truth.
But only by being blind can you see the way.
19.
No, you're permanently blinded.
Is it a spell or spell-like?
No, it's a supernatural.
Supernatural. I don't think I have anything
You got.
else.
Wait a minute.
for-
Heroism. +2.
Oh, 21.
Okay, you're good.
Oh, thanks.
The other one's gonna step in and
Yep.
begin slaughtering Maelstrom. Maelstrom, what's your flat-footed AC?
Alright, flat-footed
Oh,
AC.
shit.
Oh God, why?
Oh,
Wait
really,
a minute.
Arthur?
Yeah,
One of them-
so 12 and
Wait a
15.
minute. On the first one, I used my head to negate it as a media action to ignore the crit.
Okay, well, then you get hit with a 12. I'm guessing your AC is not 35.
No, it's not.
Then you get hit a lot.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
All right, so it's a D8 plus 7 plus 2D8 plus 7 plus 48 plus 14. And I need you to make 2 fortitude saves.
Holy
You take
crap.
75 points of damage.
And I'm dead.
Unconscious dead or actual dead? Because people on the show are
Outright.
really... You're outright dead?
Well, you're not allowing me to do any pre-buffs from before because I didn't name it, so I'm dead.
You're dead. You fall over. This could be super bad for you, actually.
Guys. We have had more deaths. This is astounding.
Ugh.
If we were at a table, I would
Well, I
take
didn't
our
name-
dice from the crazy crits.
Well, I didn't say I did all my buffs, so
Yeah.
Arthur bull sharked me on that. So you know.
I mean-
two crits from a giant. I don't think
Yeah.
your buffs are gonna save you, man.
Well, I have usually shield other from Sammy, but you know.
I mean, if you wanted to set all that stuff up, I was fine with letting Laris do it, so I'm fine with you doing it.
Oh, if that's the case, I am not dead.
But maybe
Not
soon,
dead
maybe
yet.
shortly.
Okay, let me see. I gotta
Work
do
it out.
math now.
But now I need to do the
2.
targeting laser.
Wait a minute, I gotta do fortitude saves.
Yeah, you do. Well, it turns out the
Fortitude.
object you're holding immediately shoots you with an innervation beam.
Oh, 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 oh.
And
geez.
you are also diseased. It's
Good
an 18,
gosh.
right? Yep. Okay. On set 1 minute, so you have a disease, and it's gonna come up and hit you later.
Okay.
All right, you
so
take
I
another
got
negative
that.
level. Figure out what buffs you had, how you're
I'm doing
dividing with
math.
Sammy. Marcus, you're up.
Let me see. Doing that.
You can't hear you.
Yeah, you were muted.
Sid.
Okay. Okay. Maelstrom, how quickly can you run?
I'm about to get the hell out of Dodge because with my negatives and stuff, I am currently at.
You're going to provoke
A lot.
twice from both of them. If they can take.
Crap. This is bad.
That.
The only good news is it's going to be a while before they can use their blinding breath.
Okay, I'm gonna 5-foot step.
Can't 5-foot step while you're blind.
Oh, that's right.
Correct. Should also be noted you're being threatened. Well, you don't know that.
Not from there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is
Yep.
the top one. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait, how?
The top one
It has
has
10-foot reach, and so it can reach 2 diagonals sideways.
That's
Yep.
that shows 15 feet.
I know. In Pathfinder, 10 feet and 15 feet diagonals are the same thing. Think of it this way. If you can't reach more than 1 diagonal, you can only reach 5 feet sideways. And there were a bunch of people that were abusing sideways attacking to like get in and get out without being hit.
Okay.
So they changed it so that 2 diagonals is only 10 feet in terms of reaching.
I will cast greater invisibility on myself.
Okay, you're going to need to either make a concentration check to do that, or possibly eat and attack.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Maelstrom, how much damage did you take? Because it seems like you're still
I took 37.
Okay.
Like, because cut down the middle, as I'm trying to do my
And I
regular hit
literally-
points thanks to negative levels.
I literally can't move down or back at all.
You could withdraw outside the portal gateways, and that would be the only way you can move without getting hit.
Currently, I'm at -6.
If you just withdraw from where you're at, they can't attack you, and you'll be outside.
It's the negative levels that hurt me.
Yeah, so
The problem is, so I can't 5-foot step because I'm blind.
That's correct.
This is horribly. I need everybody to be just a little closer to me.
So I need a decision as to what you're doing here.
Okay. Do I have any idea where these creatures are at, where I can make some form of attack at all?
I have described them to you.
Yeah. I mean, you can't target them with any targetable spells, but if you have something that's like conic in nature or lined in nature, you can use that.
Like burning hands, cone of cold,
Lightning.
Yeah, but I'm worried about the lightning hitting you, is the thing.
Well, you can't lightning the top one without hitting Sammy. I mean, that's just physics.
You can.
You could get the bottom one without hitting Scourge.
Yeah, you can get the bottom one.
Okay,
You just
I'll
point
go
at
after-
the intersection of the squares at his
I'll have to-
corner there.
Bide my time for just a moment longer then, and I will throw out a lightning bolt at the bottom one.
All right.
Alright.
Again, you're either going to have to make a concentration save to do this while under attack, or you're going to have to leave yourself open and possibly ruin the spell.
So concentration is your
15 plus twice the level of the spell, and you get your caster level.
So 15 plus twice the level of the spell plus my caster level?
No,
No.
you get your caster level. That's the difficulty
So-
you need to make. You get your caster level to add to the...
yeah. So your DC
So
is
15
21.
Plus, so 21, and then so I'm rolling at plus 9.
Yep.
And do I get my
I
my
think you
stat
get your
bonus
caster
on top
stat
of that?
as well, right? It's only spell resist for your level 9.
Yes. Yes. You get your stat.
I would just go ahead and roll a d20, and
So that would be a plus 14 total.
okay,
And
you fumble the spell and lose that spell slot for the day.
Wow.
Anything else you want to do?
Nothing else I really can do.
This combat is rage-inducing right now. Do we want to take a break here?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
when we get back, we're going to figure out whether Maelstrom dies and his soul is trapped here forever.
Let's find out.
Good times.
Till
Good
next-
times.
Give me
We'll be
some
back in
water.
about 10 minutes.